What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Madpack 2, and yeah, not dead yet. Not even like close to dead. You know, not even like singed or anything. So in the last episode, we tweaked our farm. We got used to using these cool little cables here, which kind of allow us to do a lot of cool stuff. One of those things is transfer power at a ridiculous rate. 20,000 RF a tick, which is really nice because we can store a pretty decent amount of power per tick, especially if we were able to utilize it in conjunction with this bad mamma jamma, which is capable of producing at, I think, 2,000 a tick. Still only 10%, but 10% is better than 0%. So very nice, very nice. So what we're going to work on building today is a way to kind of store this power, because that's the problem with these things is, like for instance right here, this produces 40 RF a tick, but once it fills up this 500,000 RF, it continues to burn the fuel even though it's not, it's not producing. So you get a lot of wastage the bigger you go up. Specifically with this thing is about as efficient as, well, I don't know. I'm having a hard time thinking of something inefficient right now other than myself, and I don't want to insult myself on my own videos because that's just fucked up. But anyways, we need to fix it. We need to make it better. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a capacitor. I have to give a big shout out, I believe, to Gasbag. I hope this is to Gasbag. I'm almost positive it's to Gasbag. You guys see me come in here and I type a bunch of crap and then I backpace all the way. That sucks. If you right click, boom, clears the little search bar, which is amazing. So I have to give Gasbag a massive shout out for that. If it's not Gasbag and I just fucked you over, I apologize. Let me know in the comment section below and I will fix it in 3 or 4 videos when I finally get to read your comment. All right, so we're going to make a capacitor bank. I assume this is what we want. However, we need to make some double layer capacitors. The nice thing is basic capacitors have an EMC value, so you can actually print them. Problem is, the upgraded ones do not, which means you can't print those, but not really that big a deal. I went ahead and made most of the components that we need for this. If I recall, it's like this, like that, and then boom, and now we have double layer capacitors. So that gives us 8. That gives us 8, which is actually exactly what we need. So we're gonna put 10 here, 10 here, 10 there, and then we're gonna go with boom, 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 and then we put you in the middle. That's gonna give us 2 capacitor banks. Now, the question is, how good are these? Specifically, do they store power? So I guess we can test that real quick. So let's find out. We've got this thing right here. You can see it's producing a little extra power. So we're going to put the capacitor directly under the engine. We're going to splat it right there. Max input. Shit, let's just add a 0 to that. So we're just going to put max input at 10,000. Can I even do that? No, it will not let me do that. So I guess I have to upgrade this with capacitors to make it work, I'm assuming. Now you can see it is pulling. Input, yeah, so there's no way for me to increase this. Yeah, so 1,000 is the max. So I'm assuming we need some kind of upgrade down here. Now the question is, what is that upgrade that it needs? So let's look at Ender IO. Let's scroll down a little bit. We've got the item conduit, we got the item conduit speed upgrade. We have basic capacitor upgrades. Increases the energy storage and speed range of machines. Huh. So to me, that sounds like we need to put a couple more capacitors in here. So the question is, we can test that real easy, thank God. We'll come over here, right click, boom, that's so awesome. And we're gonna put in some capacitors in here and see if that works. And you can see we can't put capacitors in here. That's a bummer. So these capacitors don't work. So there's gotta be a way to upgrade this. Now, I'm assuming we can't just attach it. Oh, well, there we go. So the upgrade on this comes from attaching more banks to it. Multi-block energy storage can charge RF powered items, max input, output, etc., etc. So the question is, does this store power? So right now we have 118,000 of 10 million in here. So if I break that, we have how much up here? We have 63,000. So the question is, if I place this back down, does it? It sure does. Perfect. So that's exactly what we want. Whoa, that's bad. So that's basically exactly what we want. So The problem now is, and this doesn't have an EMC value, does it? Oh god, I wish it had an EMC value. I really, really wish this had an EMC value. We need to make a monster one of these. So basically, for each one of these, we get 1,000. So if we want to hit 20,000 RF a tick, which we don't need, we need to hit, what's our value? Hang on. The value that we want to hit is, put one of you up in here and we'll find out real quick. Bam. Actually, I don't think we'll find, actually, yeah, we can. We'll put you right there and that should function. We need 2,500, so we need 3. So we've got 3 right now, or 2 right now. We need maybe 2 more to get it maxed. So you can see it's actually draining pretty fast there because it's pulling at 1,000, which obviously isn't the max, but still pretty good. We don't have to worry about this machine down here because that's just not going to work. So let's come up here. We'll slap this on top. And I like the little bar here because you can kind of see it's loading up. So we're going to be able to have multiples here of this thing feeding into one of these, which is really freaking cool. Especially since this can hold 10 million. So you can see we've already got 730,000 on there. We can pull in and accept at 2,000. So let's max it out and let's see what happens real quick. Let's see how this bad mamma jamma works. I grabbed the wrong one, didn't I? Yes, I did. I want these. There we go. So we're going to put that in there. Bazow, we're making it 2,500, which means we should have a benefit or a net positive of 500. And you can see that is increasing right there. That's going in. And we are coming up fairly fast, fairly quickly. So yeah, we need 1 more of these capacitor banks. So we've got plenty of these. We need some more silicon, I believe, and we need some more electrical steel. I believe we need redstone as well, if I recall. No. Electrical steel and charcoal. So let's grab, we've got the electrical steel. Now we just need charcoal. Or coal. There we are. Grab a big old stack of that. All right, so boom. We're going to put this here, and we'll put you on top, you on bottom, and then we're going to put you in the middle, and that's going to give us a bunch of these double layer ones. Ran out of electrical steel, which is fine. All right, so we want to upgrade these again, I believe, to the top end ones. It's, capacitor, there we go. Want to upgrade, actually, no, that's fine. So we just need 10 and redstone now. 10 and redstone. So 10. We'll just pull stack and redstone. We'll just pull, I don't know, a couple of you. Perfect. All right. So what is the recipe again? Capacitor. Boom. We'll just click that. There we go. Thank God that at least works. So 10. Go bam, 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 bam. Put you in the middle. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, boom. We need to put one of you over here. There we go. That gives us 2. And hang on. You can see, boom, boom. That should be pulling in at 4,000 a tick, which is now going to be faster than this thing can produce. And we now have a massive amount of storage. Now you can see that's fairly easy to make. Eventually we're going to want to jack this generator up until we have multiples of this generator. It just makes sense to kind of do that. Plus, you know, it gives us just an absolute sick amount of power. The other cool thing about these is they're breakable. So I don't have to keep them all in one spot. I can move them. So what we're probably going to end up doing, a lot of you guys that, well, actually not a lot of you, one of you guys pointed out that for the silo series to work, all of the power generation was at the bottom. And I screwed up and put all the power generation, well, kind of here on the side. I understand that's how it was in the series or in the book series. Unfortunately, we're not going to really do that with this one because this series isn't going to really be all that technical. It's just going to be enough technicalities to kind of get us rolling, and then we'll be moving on and just basically clearing all of the challenges in the pack. God, dude, look at that! That is sick. That is absolutely sick. How much EMC is this? How much EMC is this? Holy shit, that is a ridiculous amount of EMC. My God. All right, so I'm just curious for shits and giggles. Wow. So 51, right at 52 million EMC. to fill up one of these Omega climb stars. So the good news is, with 52 million EMC, I can now make one piece of gem armor. The problem is, if I make it one piece of gem armor, we're kind of at a bit of a, what do you call it? We're at a bit of a reduction in survivability because I'm losing a climb star. So I don't want to lose one of my climb stars. So what we're going to do is we're going to test something that Blackhawk has been begging me to do since I got started. We'll try this real quick. I'm pretty sure the makers have seen to nerfing this, but we'll find out here in just a second. Project E, the Watch of Flowing Time. I believe this is it. The Watch of Flowing Time, from what I understand, holy shit. Wow. Okay, the Watch of Flowing Time, from what I understand, it allows you to speed time up in a specific area. So for crops, this would be ridiculous. This would be absolutely ridiculous. Also, Archangel Smite and the Harvest Goddess Band have both been disabled in this. They don't work, so sorry. All right, so let's make a clock real quick. We need gold and redstone. Not a problem. So let's do gold. There we go, and we'll put that back. We'll just kind of load all this stuff back in. We don't need it anymore. Redstone. Okay, so put you in the middle, and then boom, 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 boom. All right, that gives us our clock. All right, so now we needed, what was it? Watch? Is that what it was called? Yes. Whoa. Okay, so watch. Now we need octuple compressed cobblestone. Now, octuple compressed cobblestone, which you can see here, is not cheap. That's 43 million EMC worth of cobblestone. Now, if we open this up here and we do cobble, you can see I have up to quadruple. But that's just quadruple. If I pull, I think I need 9 of these. 7, 8, 9. We pull 9 out, and this is going to give us 5x quintuple. So we'll teach this to the little box real quick. Boom. Okay, that's quintuple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we put you down here, 8. I need one more. That's 9. Okay. That's going to give us, whoops, misclick. That's going to give us 6 or 7. Sextuple, that's 6. And you can see that's a lot. The EMC is starting to get up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, put you back. And you can see we've just about burned all our EMC in cobblestone. In freaking cobblestone. That's septuple. So we need, that's 7. God, I didn't even know septuple was a word. All right, so we're going to put that back in. So yeah, to get 9 of these, we're going to need 36 million EMC. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. Even for me, that's a lot. Now, what I can do is I can dump this back in, which is what I think we're going to probably end up doing. We're just going to put that right in there. That gives us 58 million. So we're going to go, and I'm just doing this so that we can get the, ow. Yeah, I need to get some of that back in, like, quickly. I'm feeling very naked now. Yeah, this could go really bad really quick because I just turned off all of my amazing stuff. All right, that's octuple. That's our octuple compressed. I'm going to put you back in. I'm going to put the thing back over there. Boom. We're good. So everything should be turning back on now. Perfect. Okay, so I will be keeping one maxed out Klein Star on me at all times. That's just smart. That's just that's good business, so to speak. And that will keep us alive, which is something we definitely need to do. So we're going to let this run. I'm going to make a quick axe real quick. Somebody said that if I do an axe here, that it will give us multiple, what do you call it? It'll give us more harvests. Now, obviously, it's going to give us seeds and hopefully, what do you call it? Gas tiers. So let's test this real quick. I guess the easiest way would be to actually make one of the unbreakable ones. You know what? I think we're going to do that because it doesn't make any sense for us to do that. So let's do axe. Where is it? What's the name of this axe? It is Essence Infused Axe. So I need 3 infused diamonds. So that's going to be, oh God. I don't think I have any Essence of Obsidian around anymore. Essence of Obsidian and gold. We do have gold, so that's good. We keep those, but I don't think we have any essence of obsidian. If we do, it's going to be upstairs in the top. And I'm almost certain that we don't have it. Almost certain. Alright. I don't even see the seeds. Please tell me we didn't lose the fucking seeds, man. Yeah, I don't see the seeds. And we've basically scooped out everything below us. So that's not good. Did I actually lose obsidian seeds? There's essence of coal. Yeah, I think we lost our obsidian seeds, honestly. Yeah, it must have been in one of those multi-tiered explosions downstairs. I mean, it's possible it's still down there, but I don't think so. I don't think so. So we're going to need to make some more obsidian seeds. So we do seed. Whoops, that was a space. Didn't mean to do a space. Obsidian, right there. So we need 4 pieces of obsidian and an essence seed, which isn't a problem. How many essence seeds do I have at the moment? I have 1. I have 1. That is problematic. That is very problematic. All right, so what we're going to do from here, I'm going to kind of unscrew myself a little bit here. I'm going to make some obsidian seeds. We're going to use our, I think I can use our ignition ring to make some obsidian. I'm not entirely sure, though. We're going to have to play around with it. If not, I'll just run over to one of the nearby areas and just mine some. We're going to make some obsidian seeds temporarily. I'm going to turn this up here into an obsidian gold farm, etc., etc. Wow, did he? I don't like those guys. Hopefully he'll TP upstairs and get killed. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna get this done off camera. I'm also gonna let this thing run for a while so that we make sure that we have plenty of EMC so we can start working on our gem armor pieces, and we'll pick up there. All right, so we have gotten a few things changed. First off, I've completed this farm. This farm is now fully functional for the most part. We still I gotta get the output set up here, and we're gonna get that all piped in downstairs. I need to find out if I can pipe this through that pipe. That'll be something we're gonna be checking out in a minute. But again, this is all gas tiers. We've got the big capacitor bank up here. Let's go ahead and run over here real quick and refill the fuel because I believe the fuel is out. Let's do Eye of Enders. There we go. We're going to do, what, 2 stacks of those? I think actually only 3 stacks, but that's fine. 1 and 2. All right, that should keep those running for a little bit. Those should be easy positive on keeping all this stuff running. All right, so you may be asking, well, what the hell is this thing? Well, one of my absolute I hate it about this pack is the fact that there's some of the things you just can't EMC. And I understand that, but there are also some of the things that are the most complicated to make. So since we are now on our second area here, we need to get some more lily pads, and I mean like a lot of lily pads. So what we're going to do is we've set up a lily pad factory, and I'm going to walk you guys through the steps of how to do this and how I've set it up. Let me go ahead and just fill up my inventory pretty much with glass here. Whoa! God, that scared the shit out of me. Oh man, I keep forgetting they can't touch me, but oh my god. Yeah, we had a nasty little evening where some of the phantoms tried to come kill us, and they can't. Okay, so first cyclic assembler, if you hold shift, you can see I've set this up. All of these have been set up with the workbench down there. So first off, we want to make the vials, okay? So we'll put all this stuff in here, and this will yank all of the glass out of here. It's going to turn it into glass panes, which is then passed over to here. You can see all the glass panes are being filled up down here in the bottom, where it's being passed over here to a fluid transposer. At the top, we have an aqueous accumulator right up here. That's what this is. That is supplying the fluid transposer with water. Right over here, whoops, right here. I'm fixing to have to upgrade this real quick. But this is going to be gunpowder and nether wart. So let me go buy a bunch of that real quick. Well, not buy. Let me just fucking pull it out of my ass real quick. Nether wart. We'll do bam, 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 and then we'll do gunpowder. Gunpowder. What I'll probably end up doing eventually, if it works, and it probably won't, but I would set up chests behind these to basically keep them full. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So that's enough space for one empty slot. Why isn't that being pulled in? Let me yank that out. There it goes. Not quite sure. Oh, that's because that's what it's making. Durr. Okay, so all of these are being passed over to here. This is the actual thing that turns them into to these little fertilized serums. So, whoops, shit. So for these, we need bone meal. Bone meal. So let's come over here and grab out a bunch of bone meal. Probably do just about an inventory's worth. There we go. Whoops. All right. Then we fly over here, drop down, and fill this up. There we go. That should be more than we need. And then finally, we have the lily pads here, which once we get enough of the serum, we have to have 9. So I'll give it just a second to cycle through. Once it gets enough, it then surrounds the lily pad with splash fertilizer serums, and that instantaneously makes the lily pad. Now I'm hoping this will hurry up. What is the holdup, man? Why are you not passing? Oh, because you're full. That makes sense. There we go. All right, so you can see it's coming through. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of nice. So it saves me a ton of clicks. Now, the only problem is I do have to kind of maintain this. You know, I have to kind of come over here every once in a while and put some stuff in this. You know, it's really not that big a deal. It's a minor annoyance. I mean, it saves me from having to come and do this, you know, 90%. So I definitely prefer to do it this method than the other method. This is drastically easier. It's 90% automated. And when you have to make like 500 of these lily pads, it makes it significantly easier. So that's my first factory that I've made in a long time. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wire this thing up to drop all of this shit downstairs. That's going to take me just a minute to do. Once I get that set up, we'll go ahead and make the time torch, and we'll see how fast we can make some EMC. All right, so we've pretty much got everything wired up. You can see that this is now starting to move pretty fast. I do have the conduits hooked up right here. We've got a speed upgrade there to kick it up faster and move it. Down here, I've got about a stack and maybe a quarter, maybe stack and a half running. Down here, somebody did recommend that I should put a, what was it, an axe in here of fortune. The axe, as far as I can tell, only increases the seed production. So I was filling up this entire thing. It's definitely not worth it. Got a void pipe there. It wasn't fast enough, even with all of that rolling into it. I mean, it was just crazy. So I've probably been working on this for about 2 hours now, if not longer. This is taking a little bit. Let's go see how much a stack of red matter is worth. Honestly, really don't know. It's probably gonna be a lot. Wow, that was actually a lot less than I expected. Okay, so we've been wanting the time, is it? No, it's watch. That's right, watch. There we go. Watch a flowing time. All right, so we need 4 octuple compressed cobblestone. Let's see, octuple, do we have that yet? Yeah, so we still don't have enough for that. What about Klein stars? Klein, okay, so if we want the top and Klein stars, I don't even have enough for those. So I am going to have to let this run a bit. I wanted to show you guys this beforehand, but the night's dragging on, and unfortunately I got to get some food, so I'm going to have to let this run for a while. Even with the secondary farm, it's just not going fast enough. So I am gonna let the lily pads finish running. As you guys can see, we are still making lily pads. As this processes, we will continue to expand both the top and the bottom farm, and hopefully we get to a point where we're just blindingly zipping through them. I'd really rather not add another layer of farming, but we may have to just to keep up, because at this point, it's just the ridiculous amount of EMC that we need is just kind of insane. But give you guys kind of an idea, we're making about, I'd say 500,000 or 600,000. We're probably making about 100,000 a minute at this point. That's probably a good guesstimate, maybe a little bit more than that. So with both of these systems running, it'll be even better once we get both of them maxed out with lily pads. It'll probably start going pretty ridiculously at that point, and then once we get the time clock, If I can, I don't know what the range is, but if I could park right between the two, then we should be able to get our gem armor in the next episode. So anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.